Hello, Foolish Viceroy here with another 1v1 cast on the front lines of Code 3. And today we're going to have some fun under the sun on the road to Tunis. On the plains of North Africa, we got HulkSMASH playing as the Wehrmacht. Meanwhile, playing as the veteran Commonwealth forces approaching from the east, we have Ray. Both players starting out with their first units. Looks like we've got a Ketten built by HulkSMASH to really swallow map control in the face of Ray's British forces. The British forces, by the way, are the weakest faction in terms of early map control, because they're the only faction without an ultralight vehicle capable of capturing points. Seems like to compensate for this, Ray has started off with another Royal Engineer of his own to really get his infantry's boots on the ground. Both players starting out cautiously by fortifying their main resource points with sandbags and wire. These are the most key critical resource points, so it's clear these players want to make sure they have full control. Looks like they're doing it on their cutoffs too. Here on Road to Tunis, the points on the road, whoever owns these points will own all the resources on the north and south. Meanwhile, Kettenkrad driving around backwards everywhere, keeping a low noise profile for players who don't know why this brave little motorcyclist is driving around backwards. Driving around backwards has that quieter sound. And definitely doesn't want Ray building any sort of dingo or boys AT rifles to counter him at the start. So he's really swallowing up the whole map control. The whole bottom of the map is now looking like it's in HulkSMASH's hands. Meanwhile, he's building sandbags everywhere he can, trying to get as much defenses as possible before Ray catches up to him in the center. Looks like Ray's already locked in Air and Sea battle group, so it looks like we'll be seeing some, maybe some commandos later on, or some strafing runs. We'll see. We'll see. There we go, backwards motorcyclist driving around. Ray catching up, building his sandbags of his own over there in the north. Want to take this opportunity while players are capping points to mention that this particular game is made possible by CodeDB, the Company of Heroes database, which is a great repository of player-uploaded replays. So big shout out to the CodeDB for hosting such a phenomenal website. And thank you for these players for uploading this replay for everyone to see. Looks like we have 2 Grenadiers followed by an MG42 on HulkSMASH. Looks like we're starting to see some action. Pioneers quickly seeing the infantry section in the center hop into the tallest building. Decide they don't want any of this battle. They know they can win that battle, so they're going to hop out on the other side so they can take some of the heat off. Pop in real quick to see if they're still there. Yep, British infantry is still there. So the Pioneers hop back out, and they decide, all right, we're going to let the Grenadiers take on this fight. We'll let the Grenadiers fight these boys on the ground. And here they go. They hop out on the second floor of this building, giving them the height advantage, giving them increased accuracy against these British soldiers fighting from ground level. Looks like these British soldiers will be able to sort of keep them occupied, but there's no way they're going to win this engagement. Meanwhile, we've got our first flamethrower upgrade for the Royal Engineers up in the north, trying to push off the Grenadiers. And they're pushing in. They decide, okay, we see some boys in the building. We're going to come over there and we're going to burn them out.
We are losing control of a sector.
But looks like Grenadiers in the north side, they're hopping into another building here too. There's a little bit of a crossover. So we're going to see which building he's going to decide to flame first. And it looks like he's decided to flame out the tallest building here in the center. That seems to take priority. This is the most important building. Here we go. Flame goes through. Grenadiers pop out just in time. Grenadiers taking some a hailfire of Leon field bullets. Manages to quickly scamper away. The 3 of them shoulder to shoulder, hugging each other's backs. Here we go. Infantry sections on the south, trying to tap HulkSMASH's main fuel, but it seems with the MG42, he's already anticipated this. These guys are hiding, trying to make up their next move. Here we go. Another move here by Ray at the north, trying to take some of the manpower nodes. And here we go. HulkSMASH is gone for breakthrough battle group. MP40 upgrades going on his Grenadiers. Looks like they're quickly chasing these British infantry sections. They're running away. They have no idea how to counter this. MP40 is a bit of a strange choice for this map, in my opinion, because MP40 is very short range sort of damage profile. And as you can see, there's a lot of open plains on this map. But here they go. chasing these infantry sections out of here. They don't want to push any further because they know if they push them in green cover, there's no way they can win that fight. So they decide to capture the victory point and the high fuel instead. This pesky Centaur is going to be a real pain in Ray's side as he runs around capturing all parts of the map. Meanwhile, Ray has decided to take all the bottom points here, high muni, high fuel, so it's looking like both players are doing a little swapperoo, except the Kettenkrad doesn't get the chance to cap. He's getting pushed off, he's getting foisted off by the infantry section, so now it's looking like it's up to the MP40 Grenadiers to try to handle these infantry sections, and here they go, green cover? Psh, might as well be red cover. Look at these guys pushing them up. Groups of two pushing the infantry squad keeps running. Infantry squad members getting torn up left and right. These three MP40s on the squad getting flanked by the Royal Engineer with the flamethrower. Engineer has to get retreated by the other Grenadier squad. Meanwhile, it's looking like a pretty even fight in the north, but all infantry sections did get forced to retreat by the MP40 Grenadiers. So it looks like the MP40 Grenadiers were a good choice by HulkSMASH. Very strong micro with those guys. They're laying down more sandbags and more wire to really secure his position in the north, denying Ray his fuel. Meanwhile, in the south, Ray, who had previously captured HulkSMASH's fuel, is starting to see more pressure from HulkSMASH as his German forces start to push in. Veteran C1 Grenadiers quickly picking off the infantry sections. Chucks a grenade, infantry sections retreat just in time. It's looking like all of HulkSMASH's units are Veteran C1. Looks like he may have gotten that upgrade from the infantry company. Meanwhile, it looks like he's also gone Panzer Grenadier company and is building his first Panzer Grenadier. He's doubling down on all his close-range units. Ray's army also appears to have 4 infantry sections. HulkSMASH, 3 Grenadiers mixed with the Panzer Grenadiers. So both players have 4 mainline infantry, and it's looking pretty strong. With the exception of Ray, who has the 2 Royal Engineers as well. Those guys are doing some extra capping potential and combat potential. So we'll see how well that shapes up. Meanwhile, Grenadier tries to... MG42 tries to get in the tall building, while infantry sections catch that and prevent him from getting in there. He's forced to scamper away, and he's denied that center position. However, he does still control the VP, and it looks like HulkSMASH has a triple cap for the VPs. But not for long, as Ray manages to capture the North VP with no resistance at all. HulkSMASH's units, all his army, after healing, have finally made their presence known, recapturing the North with the Panzer Grenadier and the MP40 Grenadiers. Royal Engineers with the flamethrower strong, but it's no match for these guys. Could be a wipe. And they chase him down. Oh no! And he's dropped the flamethrower, giving the Panzer Grenadiers a free flamethrower and to rain hell on the infantry section. These guys are running away while the other infantry section tries to provide them cover. They get burnt up too. Oh no, this could be looking like a double squad wipe. Oh no, a double squad wipe under Ray. This is bad. HulkSMASH really capturing all that he can with these merges with the Panzer Grenadiers using his Grenadiers. This 5-man Veteran C1 Panzer Grenadier squad with the flamethrower is going to be the most powerful unit on the field. Dodges a quick grenade by the infantry section. The STGs and the flamethrower really putting the pressure on Ray's infantry sections, who only have the rifles. Kettenkrad finally goes down by a well-placed mine by Ray. Looks like he's been putting up mines everywhere, and he finally was able to capture that quick capping unit, which is great on him, because otherwise that Ken would constantly going to be harassing his front line. We got a mortar coming out from Ray. Looks like he wants to get rid of that MG42. He's seen that MG42. He's like, all right, I don't want to build another MG. I want to get a mortar to counter that. MP40 Grenadiers pushing up the center. They want to push out the infantry sections, and they succeed in doing so. We've got 3 Grenadiers now, providing merge support for everything on the front line. Really pushing in deep on Ray's front line. They are almost at the cutoff. If they get that manpower cutoff, it's going to spell bad news for Ray as he starts losing all his resources. All these Veteran C units are just pounding out Ray. And to add insult to injury, it looks like HulkSMASH is getting his first vehicle too. He's getting his Stug. Little Stug is going to do some real damage to Ray's units while also providing him decent AT support for HulkSMASH. So this is looking a little rough. There we go. Manpower territory cutoff has been taken. It's been decapped by HulkSMASH. So this is looking a little rough around the edges for Ray. He's losing all his fuel. He's losing all his resources. He doesn't have much right now. He's putting pushed back to his base. We're going to see how he pushes back into the fight. Right now it looks like HulkSMASH has every advantage. So this is going to be rough. Shoots a flare in the center. Wants to get a good lay of the land. Sees the MG-42 hold up inside the tall building. With the MP-40 Grenadiers sitting in the center. Mine goes off in the north. Looks like Grenadiers accidentally tripped on it while trying to decap the VP. They're forced to retreat. MG-42 also forced to retreat as the mortars start shelling the tall building. And there we go. The first Stug has hit the field. Using his fallen leaf camouflage. Look at that. Looks a lot better than field gray, if you ask me. Now, 3-inch mortar from the Brits firing onto the center. They're making sure that anything that's sitting in cover over there is constantly getting displaced. Not pushing in yet, but it seems like he's got Royal Engineers coming around the side. There we go. Royal Engineers going for the munitions in the center. MG-42 still providing a lot of cover for the VPs. But it looks like HulkSMASH only built one, so he's being as quick and nimble with this thing as he can. We got a new bunker in the base. He's got a medical bunker, which should help heal his units and also bring some casualties back, reducing the manpower cost of some of his reinforcements. There we go. We got a Stug pushing through the north. And it looks like we have a new vehicle from Ray, a little Centaur 4 from the Air and Sea Battle Group. This thing, it's mainly geared towards infantry, so we'll see how well it does against the Stug, but it looks like the Stug should be able to zone them out. But the British AT gun, facing the right direction, will be able to zone them out. MP-40 Grenadiers trying to make a flank around the mortar. Realize they've been flanked by the Centaur, decide to quickly abandon that mission. They're forced to retreat. Running, sprinting through a hailfire of British bullets. Where is the Stug when you need it? The Stug is driving around backwards. Sir, you're not a Kettenkrad. You do not need to be reversing too much, and he decides to get some quick frontline repairs from the engineer before going into support. We got a second Stug coming out on the field too. Germans seem to be mounting up their armor reserves, which is spelling bad news for Ray, especially since HulkSMASH is owning both of these high fuels on the map, giving him 3 high fuel points. Really, plus 33 fuel versus Ray's plus 13. That's huge. It means German armor is just going to be pumping out of the factory. Meanwhile, British forces are still struggling to find a way to handle these Panzer Grenadiers and Grenadiers of the MP-40s. And the Centaur may be his solution. He's pushing in with the Centaur in the south. Good frontal shot on the Stug using the Centaur. Surprisingly good penetration. Grenadiers taking a lot of fire. They're sitting in green cover, but the Centaur doesn't care. Centaur just shooting right over the green cover, right onto them, and the Stug tries to fend off the Centaur. The British AT gun comes in from the center, fires a good side hit, and the Stug realizes it's time to get out of dodge. Meanwhile, second Stug pushing in through the center. Ooh, flamethrower Panzer Grenadiers could go down. They get away with their precious British flamethrower. It's very lucky for HulkSMASH. Meanwhile, German forces retreating out of the center. British forces with the Centaur managing to hold the line. MG-42 has repositioned towards the center. Wanted to hold it, but the Centaur, even though at half health, forces him back. Stug takes a shot at the Centaur, leaving the Centaur a third of health. AT gun in the center also doing a lot of damage, really keeping those Stugs at bay. HulkSMASH is like, okay, I hate this AT gun. I'm going to build one of my own. I'm sick of this stuff. So we got a AT gun and build from HulkSMASH. Like both players looking pretty even right about now. They've all got pretty much similar material. Oof. Uh-oh. Faust goes off in the north, right on the only Centaur. Centaur's got a damaged engine. Nearly takes out the Grenadiers. They're down to 3-man squad, and they're running back home. Centaur's forced to do some on the front line repairs. If only that Stug in the front could see that. But Stug is taking shots at tank traps. He's missing all the infantry. Wow, 2 shots absorbed by that tank trap. infantry section chucks an anti-tank grenade at the Stug and gives him a little shock, but not enough to damage the engine. Meanwhile, the Centaur is getting all the repairs it needs. Well, a second Centaur has been called onto the field to take up all the pick up all the slack. Now we've got one perfectly healthy Stug. The other one, nearly half health, pushed still on the front line, gets hit by the AT gun out of position. Centaur also providing a lot of pressure. The precious Panzer Grenadier squad with the British flamethrower running away, flanked by his Grenadier compatriots due to the merge. You can see that thick, donut-looking British flamethrower on their back. Those guys are very proud of their weaponry. Looks like we've got a Stug in the north, Stug in the south. MG42 has decided to relocate to the south. German AT gun in the center. Flexible. Both players look like they're keeping their AT guns near the center so they can maintain maximum flexibility. These weapons are static, but under both of these players, they're as liquid as water. Moving around. Flexible. Looks like we got more mines being planted by Ray. Mines win games. Centaur taking big shots at the infantry. This thing could be the solution to all the close quarters units. These units are running around, easily taking care of the British infantry. Ooh, massive dead-on strike from the Centaur. Centaur backs away with the veteran C1. Somehow these Centaurs are getting very lucky, penetrating right through the frontal armor of the Stugs. Stug's forced to back off. AT gun repositioning, trying to get another side shot on the Stug, but it's too late. The Stug's already gone home. And it looks like we got a new build under HulkSMASH. We got a Nebelwerfer rocket launcher 42. It looks like it'll be firing as many barrages as he can on the British emplacements. He probably wants to get rid of this AT gun, and that's probably what he's going to use the Nebelwerfer for. Meanwhile, a Panzer Grenadier squad with the flamethrower, hero unit of this game, pushing up directly against these infantry sections, forcing them to retreat. We've got only 2 infantry sections with upgrades, one with the Boys AT rifle, one with the scoped Leon fields. Will it be enough to counter all these close quarters units? We'll see. AT gun takes a couple mean shots at the Centaur, really bring him down to half health. Both Centaurs low on health, going back to base. Infantry section caught out due to the Centaur retreating. Infantry squad is also forced to retreat. Look like all the British armor is down to half health, while the Stugs are in perfect condition, really putting pressure down on the middle and south. Another mine goes off. Panzer Grenadier trips on those mines. Looks like Ray's mines are really earning him a lot of infantry kills. But here we go, double AT guns. Caught by the Panzer Grenadier. He wanted a bundle nade on those AT guns, but they quickly pick up and go home. Nebelwerfer firing onto the position that the AT guns were. They're a day late and $1 short, so they missed everything in that area. But the Nebelwerfer has made himself known, so it looks like Ray will be aware of that and try not to clump up his units too much, hopefully. Looks like HulkSMASH is capitalizing on the center while the Centaurs repair. Boys AT rifles. Looking like they're not going to be doing much in the grand scheme of things. Honestly, Boys AT rifles, they're good against THAC right now with their light vehicles, but right now, HulkSMASH hasn't gone light vehicles. He's gone the Stugs, and the Stugs kind of shrug off the Boys AT, and the infantry shrug off the Boys AT. So the question is, who are the Boys AT really for? Meanwhile, double AT guns striking heavy shots at the Stugs in the center. Stug in the center is already down the middle, down to half health. One shot deflects, another shot makes good on the Stugs. Stug's down to a little bit less than a quarter of health. Oh, and the final shot on the AT guns bounces off the front. Stug's incredibly lucky. Rifle nade hits the center MG42. HulkSMASH has lost his only MG. This is big for Ray. Ray hasn't built any Vickers this entire game, but he's managed to pick off a free MG42, so he doesn't need to. Now he's got MGs and AT guns. He's prepared for anything that HulkSMASH is ready to throw at him. Meanwhile, victory points are ticking away. They're ticking down viciously, while both players have an even count of infantry kills. Ray is narrowly in the lead, but tide could change at any given moment. Both players looking up their wounds. HulkSMASH has healed his infantry at base thanks to his medical bunker, which, by the way, is a great way to heal infantry units instead of the medical upgrade for the HQ, because you don't have to spend 20 fuel for it. and it reduces the infantry cost of certain reinforcements. So it's great. Great to build a medical bunker, so it's a great job. Both players have healing at base, so they're making sure they can win these infantry engagements. Flamethrower Panzer Grenadier bullying the infantry sections on the south. The boys' AT rifles, more of a liability than anything, forced to retreat while on fire. Centaurs still not full health, but they're getting their frontline repairs. Double AT guns, got to be careful. Retreating in the middle. We have a third Stug on the field versus the two Centaurs. Stug makes some big shots against the Centaur, supported by the AT gun. They got anti-infantry, anti-tank. The Germans are looking to be in a strong position here. Stug taking some good shots at the Centaur, but these, while good penetration, not doing a lot of damage to the Centaur. Nebelwerfer striking the general vicinity of these AT guns. The AT guns are unbothered. They don't mind a little bit of fire and smoke. These guys are used to it. Decide to pick up anyway and start repositioning to deal with the Stugs. Infantry sections constantly getting forced to retreat due to the Panzer Grenadiers and MP40 Grenadiers. The Assault Grenadiers and the Grenadiers. Vicious combination against Ray. HulkSMASH is really owning this field. He's sitting on a healthy amount of resources too. HulkSMASH is almost floating, if you will. Panzer Grenadiers narrowly escaping death. Reaching veterancy 2. German forces in the north, once again, trying to take the main fuel for Ray, really denying him all his resources, but Ray is not entirely bothered. He's got 196 fuel. That's a lot of fuel sitting in the bank. HulkSMASH also 196 fuel similarly. These players don't want to spend fuel. These players are too busy playing the infantry game. Meanwhile, we got planes coming in. This could be big. It's an incendiary run, but it manages to miss every shot. The infantry just getting a little scent of the smoke. At every turn, infantry sections try to capture something. Grenadiers are there to meet them with the MP40s, right up close. Rifle nade goes off, Grenadiers dodge in the south. The north is under heavy assault by Ray, looking to take back his fuel. The offending Pioneers, who are trying to decap the fuel, manage to decap the fuel, run away. They could get wiped. MG42, under Ray's command, manages to wipe the Pioneer. Looks like that MG42 is really paying dividends for Ray. It's a great pick by him. Meanwhile, Nebelwerfer's trying to get rid of the cap. The North VP manages to miss every shot. MG42 eats a whole round from the Nebelwerfer. We're down to one man. He's running back home. Double Centaurs driving down to the south. After clearing out the north, Ray's looking to capture the southern VP. Meanwhile, it looks like new bunkers being built right outside HulkSMASH's base. Looks like he will be building a repair bunker. That's the only thing that makes sense. It is not looking like he's going to start building bunkers and sandbags outside of his base. HulkSMASH is an experienced player. He's not new. So, looks like he's going to be putting on the repair bunker here anytime soon. So that way, he won't have to worry too much about his engineers doing all the work. He'll be able to repair his Stugs. Meanwhile, double Centaurs pushing in, hand in hand. AT gun fending him off. Single German AT gun has pushed the Centaurs back. Stug tries to move in to support, while the Germans cap the center. British-controlled MG42 really protecting the center for Ray. Panzer Grenadiers in the south, under resistance from British infantry sections. They get a rifle grenade, actually make contact. Rifle grenades have been missing, but this was a lucky one. Panzer Grenadier up close, firing right in the face of these British infantry sections. They're forced out of here. British AT guns, the double AT guns really pushing back the Stug. The Stug is down to a 4th health. He retreats out of there. Grenadiers in the north getting pelted by double Centaurs. They're forced to retreat. They're lucky to get out of there alive with a 3-star veterancy. But what's this? Looks like the double Centaurs are chasing the Grenadier. They decide not to pursue in case there's any mines. Stug's reaching over there, trying to protect his Grenadier. Doesn't need to, now that the Grenadier has been saved.
a victory point.
And now both Centaurs backing up. Looks like we have two AT guns merged into one. Look at that. Must be seeing double. I gotta see my eye doctor. Double AT guns have merged together to one super British AT gun, providing a lot of damage to the Stug. Meanwhile, the Centaurs are taking advantage of that, and a lucky shot has destroyed the Stug. Stug's met with Pack 43, and the Stug over here. The British are now one Centaur down, and down to one Centaur alone. Meanwhile, Germans, after losing their Stug, decide to build another one to replace it, bringing it back to a total of 3 Stugs. Brits down to only 1 Centaur. A lot of fuel reserves for Ray. He might be good going up to Tier 4 if he wants the Crusaders or the Matildas. Anything from Tier 4, honestly, but looks like he decided not to. He's building another AT gun. He wants triple AT guns against these Stugs, knowing how much these wide open plains provide AT guns a lot of utility. Look at that. These double AT guns taking volleys at the Stug. Nebel Warfare seeing this big clump of team weapons. Oof. It looks like the flames from the Nebel Warfare have wiped the 3-inch mortar for the Brits. Double AT guns could be caught out of position here. They're retreating. MP-40 Grenadiers trying to push the British infantry sections. Looks like they've gotten the 100 munition Bren and managed to fend off the Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers to the flamethrower, the hero unit, getting pelted by British infantry. 3 infantry squads taking shots at him. He's unbothered. He's using the British flamethrower as cover, honestly. This guy will not die. He will be a menace for the rest of the British Army. MG42 trying to rotate quickly. Rotates quickly enough to suppress the Grenadiers flanking around on the south. Oh. The Grenadiers managed to wipe out the British MG42. They could seize it back if they're lucky, but they're still pinned. They're still pinned, and they're rapidly losing infantry models. British infantry sections completely surround him. He could get away with it. He recruits it, getting away, but 2 men. These 2 squads have 1 man each. And it doesn't work out. MG42 goes down, while the Grenadiers and the Panzer Grenadiers run back to base with 1 man each. Meanwhile, Panzer Grenadiers hoping they can maybe get another flank here, maybe get the MG, but they're outnumbered. Outnumbered and outgunned, they run home. Can't forget about the victory points now. Looks like the Brits are capturing the center again. Both players neck and neck. But Ray narrowly getting more victory points. Firing a Nebel Warfare at his own medic. Running through the flames. The German medic was like, alright, forget this. I'm out of here. I'm going home. I've got Erica at home waiting for me. I can't run through friendly fire like this.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Well, repair bunker doing wonders for the German army as the Stugs have been repaired. And look at this. Rare unit. The Tiger has been summoned by HulkSMASH. This thing rolling onto the field slowly but surely. This will be a true menace to Ray. Ray's only got 2 Centaur 4s. I say again, he only has 2 Centaurs. Meanwhile, HulkSMASH has an armada of German armor, an entire armor division of 3 Stugs and the Tiger. It looks like he could completely crush him with his dominance. It's looking pretty good for HulkSMASH, although HulkSMASH is quickly draining on the victory points, being triple capped by Ray. Decap the Southern VP to ease off some of that pressure. He's got to do something with these Stugs soon, though. Looks like he's hold down one of them. Which is rare, seeing as a Stug only has a mounted gun. Really, maybe not the best vehicle for a mount, but he's mounted it regardless. Where are the British AT guns? British AT guns. Triple of them. Going backwards, going forwards. They are being pushed forth from the base. Looks like these triple AT guns are the only answer to all this German armor. Will they do the job? Will they be enough? We'll have to wait and see. Ray doesn't know about this Tiger hiding in the shadows yet, and the Tiger's rolling up to the front. He's getting ready to take some big shots. this lone infantry section over here, the scoped on fields. They're dropping like flies there. MP40 Grenadiers. Oof! Engineers, the Grenadiers take a shot from the Centaurs, double Centaurs, nuking the area where they were at. Tiger makes himself known by warding off the Centaur. Centaur down to a third health just from a couple seconds of the Tiger. Tiger really making a big presence here on the field. But playing it safe. Naval Warfare trying to fire at the AT guns, manages to hit the side of this building instead. Meanwhile, you can see who's been owning this center building the most. From the damage on this side versus the damage on that side. Major battle going on here in the center. Stugs are trying to wrap around. Major push from the Germans. Looking like he's going all in. HulkSMASH is finally using all his armor. He's ready to completely crush Ray, but Ray's got a little ace up his sleeve. He's got the Royal Air Force pushing in. Anti-tank loiter. One Stug goes down from the triple AT guns. The other Stug trying to get on the side. Tiger's getting distracted by all these Centaurs. He wants these AT guns dead. He knows this is his only pocket of resistance against all these tanks. Meanwhile, Air Force has something to say about that. Disables the Stug with the anti-tank grenade, and the triple AT guns completely destroy that Stug. Tiger's like, okay, I'm unsupported. I'm getting out of here. Sees the damaged Centaur, and he gets greedy. He's chasing him. Meanwhile, the final Stug doing some damage from the north, trying to destroy these AT guns, but the other two AT guns down here at the south, Tiger runs into them face first. He's trying to get out of there. He's realized his mistake, but it's too late. The Tiger, one of a kind, gets destroyed. These Centaurs. Not a single Centaur has died. These two Centaurs right here, veteran-C Centaurs, in the face of the entire German armor division. And HulkSMASH's offensive has ended catastrophically, losing all two of his Stugs. One Stug survived, but the Tiger, major loss. Final Stug hits a mine while reversing back. He should be able to get back home safely, but he's limping along, so this could be complete change this game. Looks like the tide has indeed turned. Meanwhile, a third Centaur has been called onto the field. Ray really loves these Centaurs. You would think that, you know, being a little howitzer-mounted tanks, these things wouldn't be good against all this German armor, but Stug still reversing. Centaur smells him. He's out for blood. If he gets one good penetrating shot, oh, looks like the AT gun from the center manages to wipe out that last Stug. Fresh Stug hits the field, but now realizes he's alone. Germans down to only 3 mainline infantry, 1 AT gun, 1 Naval Warfare, and the Stug getting outnumbered by Ray's units. Stug's taking pot shots at the Centaurs roaming around. Ray's got plenty of fuel to burn, so even if he loses this guy, he's he could build as many tanks as he wants, but he decides he doesn't want more tanks. He's already got the Centaurs that could win the war. Stug trying to displace the British infantry on the southern VP before he decaps that VP. It's too late. Every VP is now under Ray's control. HulkSMASH is quickly losing control of this entire round. The whole map is falling under British hands. Double AT guns in the center, pushing back the Stug. Centaur right outside of HulkSMASH's base, destroying his repair bunker. That repair bunker stands no chance. MP40 Grenadiers, veteran-C 3. These guys pushing into the southern VP. He is triple capped. I say again, HulkSMASH is completely triple capped. He's bleeding on the victory points. He's building more sandbags, trying to get himself some support while he decaps the southern VP, but I don't think it's going to do any good. These Centaurs are going to shoot right over the green cover and just completely wipe this unit if they catch whiff of him there. Here we go. Ray using some more of his fuel reserves to call in a fourth Centaur. These Centaurs rolling through the center. Right into HulkSMASH's line, right into his base. He's one Stug. He is heavily damaged. He's trying to back up. Meanwhile, AT gun, which is trying to overlook the southern VP, gets completely enveloped by 4 Centaurs. Oh no. He's getting chased down. That one AT gun's doing circles. He doesn't know which tank to hit. Completely barraged on all sides. The AT gun gets completely wiped. Meanwhile, we've got a roving band of 4 Centaurs with nothing to stop them. We only have those single Stug. He's trying his best, but the 4 Centaurs completely overwhelm him. Oh man, Stug's trying to get out of there. He's driving back. He's reversing as much as he can. And he gets destroyed by a dead-on shot from one of the howitzers on the Centaur. Meanwhile, the 4 Centaurs, one of them heavily damaged, but they're all reversing into HulkSMASH's base. HulkSMASH has nothing to counter these tanks now. With no AT guns, no armor. He's only got the 2 Panzer Grenadiers and the single Grenadier squad. And the victory points are counting down. Meanwhile, he destroys the medical bunker in his base, literally destroying his base. Is this game Annihilation? If I didn't know any better, this is a game of Annihilation as he destroys HulkSMASH's base. He calls in a Hail Mary Tiger, destroys 1 Centaur as soon as he enters the field. Could destroy the infantry company, but decides to evacuate before he can. Repair bunker gets destroyed too. We still have double AT guns on the Brits. That Tiger is maybe too little, too late as he drives around trying to find targets. Northern victory point captured by HulkSMASH. But it's looking like it's maybe too little, too late. His whole army's eviscerated. Completely retreats his entire army at the first sight of these Centaurs. Even with 3 Centaurs, he's completely able to control the field. The hero Panzer Grenadier squad with the Flammenwerfer still surviving in the face of all this carnage. Meanwhile, the Tiger, fighting off against 3 Centaurs, reverses. Decides he doesn't want to get flanked by them. Is that a winning battle? Can 3 Centaurs take on 1 Tiger? Can't say for sure as he moves his Tiger into this little village up here in the north, maybe to get some R&R, maybe to get some victory points. Who knows? But without any infantry, he's not doing much up here. He's sitting here in this village. He decided he wanted a little home up here. There you go, he's driving up, trying to find something up here in the north. Trying to flank this northern victory point. Panzer Grenadier runs down to the south trying to capture the southern victory point. Again, Ray has all 3 victory points. HulkSMASH is bleeding victory points like none other. And he's got nothing to take out all these Centaurs. Tiger's pushing through the north, unopposed. Where are the AT guns? Down here in the south. HulkSMASH decides it's not enough. He's seen everything here. He sees the planes, and he sees the writing on the wall. And that's it. That's GG. Good game. Wow. That was a lot of armor under HulkSMASH, but I think that German offensive towards the center really kind of screwed him. Once the British planes came in, it just put him in a little envelope, and he couldn't get out of there. He was under Ray's chokehold there. I can't believe that only Centaurs were built for Ray, and those Centaurs managed to completely dominate all of the German infantry. Like, he owned all of the close quarters units for the Germans, HulkSMASH, but even though they were completely able to dominate the British infantry sections, the Centaurs came in and completely neglected any advantage they had. Meanwhile, the double, triple AT guns from Ray completely negating the Stugs. I don't know. I think the Stugs were good to harass, but they weren't doing enough damage. They neither did enough damage to the Centaurs nor to the infantry. So I'm wondering if the Stugs were even the way to go, feeling like they were weaker than a couple patches ago. But man, what a game! And rare appearance of the Tiger. You don't see that a lot in 1v1s. But that could have been something to maybe turn the tide, but if even the AT guns were able to take it, then I don't know. Tiger's not what it used to be in Code 2. In Code 2, you could build a Tiger, King Tiger, and that changed the entire game, but for HulkSMASH, it was just a herald of the end. But anyways, that was 1v1 cast on Road to Tunis. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked, please leave a comment down below. But thanks.